Now 73.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for all of central and southeast Illinois. This advisory went into effect at 1:45 in the afternoon yesterday and is currently set to remain in effect until midnight Friday. Residents of the affected areas will see heat index values of 105 to 110 degrees. The collective effect of this prolonged heat will pose a serious risk to the health of the public. Prolonged exposure to this level of heat can cause serious illness, such as heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Signs of heat exhaustion may include heavy sweating, weakness, dizziness, nausea, headache, and a fast heartbeat. If untreated, heat exhaustion can progress into heat stroke, which is a medical emergency marked by confusion, loss of consciousness, seizures, or a dangerously high body temperature. To help prevent heat-related illness, stay hydrated, take frequent breaks in cool or shaded areas, avoid strenuous activity during the hottest parts of the day, wear lightweight clothing, and never leave children or pets in a hot vehicle. If someone shows signs of heat stroke, call for emergency help immediately and move them to a cooler area while providing any emergency assistance. Health officials urge residents to drink plenty of fluids, stay in air-conditioned spaces, refrain from direct sunlight exposure, and be sure to check in on your friends, family, and neighbors. Individuals who are outdoors or stuck in non-air-conditioned space should seek shade or, if possible, move to a place where air conditioning is provided. If your home does not have air conditioning, many communities have local facilities you can visit to get some time out of the heat. Contact your local non-emergency phone number or follow local media for specific locations. A 3.5 magnitude earthquake rattled Marion County in the early morning hours of Monday. The earthquake's epicenter was located along the Ohio River southwest of Berryville and just northeast of West Salem. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the 3.5 magnitude earthquake was felt as far east as Jasper, Indiana. The earthquake was also reported to be felt in Illinois within southeastern portions of Effingham, both the north and south portions of Mount Vernon, and even as far west as St. Louis. A 3.5 magnitude earthquake feels like a slightly noticeable jolt or rumble that might be mistaken for a loud clap of thunder, a minor explosion, or heavy impact. This magnitude of earthquake would cause light shaking, rattling objects on shelves, or may cause a hanging lamp to sway slightly. This magnitude may even wake people up, though it's usually too weak to cause any major damage. The quake caused the shakes at approximately 2:05 Monday morning. According to USGS data, the earthquake was recorded at 21 kilometers below the surface with a travel time of 0.28 seconds. There have not been any damage or injury reports at this time, given the magnitude. The most damage was likely as simple as a slight jump scare. For further details on this and other earthquakes, visit earthquake.usgs.gov. House Minority Leader Tony McComey is criticizing Illinois' Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program payment error rate following the release of new data from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The USDA's annual payment error rate report shows Illinois' SNAP error rate at 14.67%, placing the state among those with some of the highest reported error rates in the country. According to Representative McComey, the increase in Illinois' SNAP error rate is the result of poor management within the program, and she says the consequences could impact the state's most vulnerable residents.
Illinois' SNAP error rate has skyrocketed because of years of mismanagement, and our most vulnerable will be paying the price. This isn't about taking benefits away from families who legitimately need assistance. It's about making sure the program is administered properly and taxpayer dollars are protected. Fraud, waste, and abuse have no place in government. Governor Pritzker can't blame the federal government for Illinois' failures. If families lose benefits, it will be because he refuses to fix one of the highest error rates in the nation. That responsibility rests squarely with him.
State Representative McComey says errors within the program create concerns about the effectiveness of how SNAP benefits are being administered, and she argues that Illinois residents who rely on these services could ultimately face the impact of those issues. SNAP provides food assistance benefits to eligible individuals and families, with the program administered at the federal level and managed through state agencies. Representative McComey says the newly released error rate highlights what she views as the need for improved oversight and accountability within Illinois' SNAP system. The Christian County Historical Society's events calendar is filling up for both the summer and the fall. More performances in the summer concert series are still to come, including the 250th Independence Day celebration tomorrow. The Historical Society is also promoting its annual Persimmon Party and Tidings of Comfort and Joy events in November and December, respectively. The Independence Day celebration will begin tomorrow at 5, earlier than its usual time. Co-President Jody Heberling says dinner will be available for purchase to support the Historical Society's work.
Walmart and Kroger have generously donated cakes, and so we will be giving away cake at intermission. And again, there's no charge to come to the concert, but we will be selling a supper, a barbecue sandwich, chips, and a drink. And we will have hot dogs because some kids don't like barbecue. And we're trying to make a fundraiser out of it, and we are totally individual funded. We get no state funding or tax money or anything like that. So it's a constant struggle keeping enough money come in to keep up with what's going out.
That's right.
We will start serving a meal, and our buildings will be open from 5 to 7. When the community band starts at 7. So if you want to come out early and have supper with us, wander through some of the buildings and take a stroll down memory lane, and then bring your lawn chair and enjoy the concert, you could make an evening of it.
The Persimmon Party is scheduled for Saturday, November 7th, and Tidings of Comfort and Joy will happen December 11th through the 12th. Heberling hopes these events will generate not only strong attendance, but also interest in touring the grounds during these times.
We are hoping to gear it up a little bit more this year, so you may be seeing some things up. We may invite some vendors out, and if we can find some, lack of a better thing to call them, reenactors or presenters, we're starting to work on that and see what we can get put together. It's bad because that time of year, you never know what the weather's going to do. But we do have our pavilion now that will allow us at least to be covered and partway protected. And we've also got our Tidings of Comfort and Joy Christmas on the books for December 11th and 12th. So we are looking ahead and trying to get some things planned and be ready for the rest of the year.
Aside from events, the Christian County Historical Society has added 3 new members to its board. They are expected to provide new perspectives and ideas for the Historical Society.
So many of us are getting older that our ideas and tastes aren't as the same as some of the younger kids. So we do have Claire Hunt has joined our board, and I'm pretty sure she's under 25. And she's bringing some ideas that we're going to be pursuing. We're thinking about maybe trying to have a barn dance in our pavilion. She thinks some of the kids will enjoy it. It's something that's been taught in PE and stuff. So giving the kids an opportunity to do that, we just need to figure out how to get more generations out there again, because it is something we want to preserve for our county.
Find out more about the CCHS at christiancountyhistorical.com. More information is also available at their Facebook page. Jody Heberling appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. And now, a word from First National Bank in Taylorville.
At First National Bank in Taylorville, just west of the square, we've spent 70 years being your local bank. The bank where relationships matter, because we've been part of this community for generations. I'm President Jared Beckham. Life moves fast. Families grow, businesses change, even banks come and go. But one thing stays the same. First National Bank in Taylorville has been here for you and will be here for the next generation too. Serving Taylorville for 70 years, First National Bank in Taylorville. First every time, member FDIC.
Elizabeth Fines Workman is celebrating today 1 year in charge of Lincoln Land Community College's Taylorville campus. In that time, the campus has welcomed in area youth for tours and hosted camps and professional development seminars. In addition, the facility continues to be the regular site for a selection of courses, including some for high school students in the College Now program. Fines Workman says she hopes to see enrollment among traditional students grow in the coming years.
Right now, we have a lot of College Now students, which I'm very proud of. I love that I'm able to serve those students who are still in high school, right, and want to get a head start on their education. I think that that is such a wonderful way to do it at an affordable cost through Lincoln Land, through us. So I would like to see maybe a few more traditional students. I'd like to expand some of our classes. Right now, as you know, Reed, we kind of have like the basic gen ed classes at our campus, but I would like to extend that, maybe get some trades out there because those are really popular right now. And during COVID, we found out how important those trades are, right? Like a plumber, electrician, all these things. So I think that I would like to expand that at some point as well. But yeah, I think that those are some of the goals I've had. I have checked off a lot of the goals in my first year. I still have a few to accomplish in like 5 days.
One of the accomplishments of which she has been most proud is hosting tours for 4th and 8th grade students. She says it's a way to give back to the community.
My first day, I said, this is something I want to accomplish. I want to get back into the community and allow students or prospective students to see, just what Lincoln Land can offer. And those are two things that I'm very, very proud of. I hadn't really been involved in as many things as I am now. So like the chamber, right? April Wolf, she is wonderful. She helped me out a lot. The chamber has been super supportive of everything that I have, put forth in front of them here with you all, the CEO program, all the high schools I work with. They have all welcomed me with open arms. And I think that really speaks a lot to our community, that folks in our community, we are welcoming, we want to help people, and we're always there for each other. And I think that is fantastic. And I'm proud to say that I'm from Taylorville and from a community like that. Because it really makes everybody's lives easier when people are nice. Let's put it that way.
Fines Workman has also looked to increase the campus's outreach to the community and schools. She hopes to continue this and also feature other local businesses.
You'll notice that I do a Where in the Community is Director Fines, right? So I've been doing this for a while. Most of the time it was just in schools that I visited, right? For dual credit signups, College Now, whatever. But now I'm going to kind of expand that to different businesses. And one of the reasons that I thought this was interesting is because there is so many people in the community, Reed, that have been to Lincoln Land, like they're a Lincoln Land alum, or they took classes, or their kids or grandkids took classes. So Lincoln Land is literally in every business pretty much in Taylorville, which in our communities, which is something that I take great pride in, right? So I am going to go to different businesses and just chat with folks, see maybe we can have a partnership, take some pictures, blast it all over my Facebook page. I'm sure people want to talk to me, right, Reed?
Yes.
So yeah, if your business would be interested in that, feel free to reach out to us.
Fines Workman shares what inspired her to pursue and take on the role as campus director. Her late grandmother went back to school at the age of 58 to pursue a teaching certificate.
So she was able to go on and substitute teach. She substitute taught me, and it was great, right? And one of the things that I think that this job allows me to do is to help people like the Grandma Cherries of the world, right? Who want to go back to school and want to accomplish their dreams. She always wanted to be a teacher. And she was able to do that through Lincoln Land, right? Or at least the start of it. So I think that that's something that I'm also proud of, is seeing my students walk across the stage at graduation and those sorts of things. I'm very proud of that. Seeing from the beginning to the end is great. Seeing folks like my Grandma Cherry come and sit across the desk from me and them tell me like, well, I don't know, it's a little late to start. And I'm like, it's never too late to start, right? My Grandma Cherry always told us that there's one thing folks can't take away from you, and that's your education.
More information on Lincoln Land Community College is available at llcc.edu. Elizabeth Fines Workman appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. How are fruit trees faring in Illinois this summer? Jenna Speichel is with Jonumac Orchard in Malta and chairs the Illinois Specialty Growers Association. Fruit tree growers got together earlier this month for Summer Horticulture Day at Raider Family Farms in Normal. The Missouri Valley Conference is reshaping one of the biggest events of the year, with the men's and women's basketball tournaments now in St. Louis on the same weekend. Beginning with the 2027 season, the Valley Basketball Tournament will now feature a new 10-team tournament format. This means teams with the top seeds will automatically receive a double bye. MVC Commissioner Jeff Jackson believes the new format creates a unified experience while putting more attention on women's basketball. With the changes, the men's basketball championship will take place mid-morning on Sunday, March 7th. The women's championship game will take place later that evening. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 77-year-old James Bradley Brad Cassidy of Springfield, formerly of Nokomis, died on Thursday. Visitation is today from 10 until 11:15 at Trinity Lutheran Church in Nokomis. The funeral service will immediately follow. Burial will be at St. Paul's Cemetery. Arrangements are being held by Steele Dawson Funeral Home in Nokomis. And 51-year-old Tamara Jean Rusplahovsky of Bullpit died on Saturday. Visitation is tomorrow from 5 till 7 at Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. Interment will take place privately at a later date. Arrangements are being handled by Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. We're expecting mostly sunny skies today with a high near 94, heat index values as high as 107. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.